Good morning everyone. It's still almost, well, it's early morning, so it's not really bright at the moment outside. Having a quiet morning to just do a little ritual. I've been really busy doing videos this last week or so, tidying up my YouTube channel so that people can find my videos more easily and making them look a bit more uniform, etc. And today I just feel like doing a little bit of play, pure play. So I've got a nice cup of coffee, I've got a biscuit, got my candle going and some incense, and today I'm just going to use my gouache paint and some grounds that I painted a few days ago to use up paint that was left on my palette. I'm going to use these grounds to do a little bit of watercolour weaving, and all I'm going to use are these flat brushes, which I'm just going to wet and then flick and then dry. So now they've been primed. Okay, so they're ready now to pick up paint easily, and all I want to do is just randomly pick colours that call out to me and start weaving them across the paper. So if I just zoom in on that, just going to take it nice and slowly. So the first colour I'll pick up is a soft rose mixed with a little bit of white. What will happen is they'll probably bleed a little bit one into the other. Well, I don't mind that. It's just a meditative type exercise. I'm doing this in silence because I just want to think about what I'm doing, get into the moment and see what I get. I suppose everybody's got a little ritual of how they get into their painting mode, and everyone's got their own favourite way of doing that. I'm just trying this. What I'm enjoying doing here is just looking at the stroke as I'm making it, just focusing on the stroke. Very rare do we slow down this much, do we? Well, I know I don't. Excuse me. These strokes that are farther away from the mixing area are drying, you know, so by the time we come to work over those, they might be disturbed a little bit less. Gouache is obviously opaque compared to watercolour, and so you get a slightly different look to the watercolour weaving I did in a different video. I've just fancied doing this for the last few days, and so I'm going to allow myself to do it. Because if you keep denying your inner hunches all the time, you'll soon get fed up with yourself. And if you feel like you should be painting big, proper paintings all the time, then that can be a bit draining on the creative well, you know? Do whatever gives you some delight and joy every so often, and this sort of goes a long way. That was a little bit wet, and so that red is bleeding in. But again, who cares? It's just a process. It's a process, not a product that I'm looking at here. I will use this product though, I'll stick it on a card. I quite like it. And I've run out of warp. I've got all the warps done, all the downward strokes done now, but I've got some weft left, so I'm just going to stop there and leave it as is. Okay, so find yourself a little ritual if that's what helps you get in the groove, and doing that now I feel more ready to go at my other work that I've got planned for today. So if you'd like to subscribe, you'll get my videos straight to your inbox when they come out. And I'm getting a brand new full spectrum bulb soon, so that'll give me much brighter light and clearer filming as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so see what's happened since I turned the camera off. I've gone a bit mad and I've done a load more of those gouache weavings. Here they are now. And I've just gone with whatever colours I really fancied, and I had a batch of them going at the same time, so as I was putting all the downstrokes on that one, I did it on that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, then I did the across strokes. So I've built a sort of batch of 5, roughly the same. They're all a little bit different though, and that was really enjoyable to do. And then what I've just had an idea, see, this is what happens with creativity. You start on one thing, and as you're pottering, as your mind is idling on something, a small, slow task, your creativity, you know, allows itself to surface, and then you just get ideas pop into your head. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but as I'm sitting there now, I'm thinking, oh, I might like to put some flowers up against that. So I went into my old paintings box, and I recommend keeping all your old paintings and drawings. Keep them all. Stupidly, about 15 years ago, I chucked a load of paintings that I'd done from when I started 25 years ago. I just cleared them all out, and I am so sorry, because now I can't see how I started off. I can remember vaguely, but I can't remember, and I can't see those actual images. And if you paint over time, you will progress, you will improve. But they also have another purpose. They can be used for other things, like doing collage work or prompting maybe new paintings. And one artist I love, called David Lyle Millard, actually called your stash of paintings your own private gold mine. And it is, creatively. You can flick back through them, see how your gawky drawings were in the beginning, and give yourself a pat on the back for, you know, how you've improved now. And also, an old painting can prompt a new painting done in a different style, with a different medium perhaps. So I've dug out this painting of some blue Himalayan poppies. It's been sitting in my box since 2013. Now, I don't frame everything that I paint, because A, it costs a fortune, and B, sometimes I just, you know, I want to keep them, or I don't think they're that good or whatever, but I keep them. So I've cut up this painting because in my mind, as I was sitting there doing the weaving, these poppies came to mind because I knew they were in the box. And I thought, well, I would like to just pull them out and just place them on there, because I like the idea of that. Nothing more. It's probably not going to go any further than me just placing these cut out flowers on those woven backgrounds. And I like that, and that makes me happy just seeing those. So that's in my mind, and I just keep that subconsciously perhaps as an idea for something. I don't know what, but this is the way I go with my creativity. Just go with hunches when you get time, and see what might emerge from that at a future date. Okay, so again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Sorry, I'm back again. You can't get rid of me today. Just had a thought, and it's a bit of a warning as well. A lot of you know that I recommend the book Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. Brilliant book for creative people everywhere. And she warns that if you do activities like this and you're not used to them, your left side of your brain will probably say, well, where's this going? Because left brain needs to know what's the point in doing something. It needs products, it needs to be guaranteed success and things like that. Whereas your right brain, which has been stifled in our Western society, your right brain is open to possibilities and is much more easygoing and playful. And so this is an activity to let your right brain have dominance for a little while. Okay, and so when your left brain says, well, where's the point in that? Where's it going? You can say to it, nowhere, and that's fine. It's going into my psyche and into my soul, and that's the important thing to fill your artists well. Okay, thanks for watching.